welcome, boys and girls, to the It movie review. It is the review of the newish It film, not the old like 1980s TV miniseries. This film really, I was looking, as soon as I saw the trailer for this, I was like, since day one I was like, oh, fuck it, I want to watch this no matter what. I really got addicted to it. I even started to try and read the book. I read a bit of the book, but now my mum's reading it. And then I'm going to read it again after to see what the difference was in the book with the chapter 1 of the movie, what was the same in the book to that, because I know they took a lot of the stuff from the book into this new movie, which I really did enjoy with this film, because in the original it was just a TV miniseries and there was a lot of stuff they could not do or touch upon. Number one being the Georgie drain scene. That one is just totally like the book. I mean, it's the first thing that gets you in the film, and literally it had me sitting there thinking, I'm not ready for this film. It's like, when I saw it happening, I was like, Pennywise ain't taking the piss. He is out there to kill. Where in the original he was there just to take the piss and play games with people and then feed on them. But this one's literally out there to take him away. He's just like, what the fuck? So yeah, and there was a few other things like the original couldn't touch on. Like they sort of touched on Beverly's dad obviously abusing her dad abusing her in some sort of way. Where in the original you knew it was there, but in this new movie they do touch upon that. And I like in the film as well how they take each individual character and you learn about each one in their own time, where in the miniseries they literally had an hour to go through the whole first part with the kids and everything. They literally had an hour to get through that in the miniseries. Well, in the film they've took the time and let you get to know the characters, each and every single one of them properly, or what their story is and stuff. With Eddie's mum, you don't really, once again, you don't get to know much about Richie's and actually Richie's parents, you don't actually see it all. Pretty much like the original, but you get to know more about Stan. And the creatures in this one it's just crazy. It is just crazy. Like in the original, where he uses the werewolf, I used to said to everybody who I know, I was like, in the time frame this one's set in, it's got to be Jason, Freddy or Michael Myers, and there is like an Easter eggy spoiler near the end of it. And like, me and my brother were just sitting in the cinema like, we know what's coming in part 2 then. But yeah, as soon as you see Pennywise as well, the first time you see him in the drain, to me, I automatically fell in love with the character and the actor, and it was just, to me, 20 times better than... I know people are going to say Tim Curry made Pennywise what he was. Tim Curry was amazing. But if Tim Curry was acting like this clown, he wouldn't have been able to be beaten. But this clown, literally, when you first see him, you're like, this clown he doesn't have a funny side. Then throughout the film, he does get more comedic and stuff. And what I liked about it as well, there was a lot of jump scares in this film. Well, not to me, but to a lot of other people who were like, in the cinema. But I did really enjoy that. Apparently they had people who were toyed with Insidious and Sinister, maybe two of my favourite horror film franchises in the last few years. I think it's Insidious, Sinister, and what's the other one? Paranormal Activity. They're the only three up to date, like a collection of movies sort of thing, franchises. That's it. They're my favourite sort of franchises over the last 5 years, because horror films haven't been that great. Notice they're starting to step up a bit though. That they're starting to step up a bit. But yeah, this had a few jump scares in it. There was a lot of stuff that I wasn't going to expect, and I was like, whoa, I weren't ready for that. But yeah, you guys know how I try and run these videos, my movie reviews. I'll try and be careful about what I say, because I don't want to reveal way too much. There is also an Easter egg to the original Pennywise, which I found really, really cool, representing Tim Curry somewhere in the film. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff that I heard was touched upon in this film from the book, which I really did enjoy, so that makes me want to go and read the book now, which I will do after my mum has read it or something. So like I said at the start, I want to try and see what they took from that first part into this movie. The kid who plays is it Eddie? He's out of Stranger Things, and I've never seen that, and he played that character so good. I want to go and watch Stranger Things. And what I liked as well, a lot of people said it's like an up-to-date Stand By Me. I could see where they were coming from with that, with the music and how the kids acted with each other, how they had banter, like how I fuck your mother and all this shit's for your sister, like pregnancy pills, or it's just like haha, fuck your mum and all that. Okay, because is that how that's how kids speak today. Is that how they spoke back then? Well, I have no idea, but that's what I like, because I loved Stand By Me, and I could see where the resemblance was with that sort of thing. Yeah, we spoke about the kids, we spoke about Pennywise. The other one that I did really enjoy watching in this movie was Henry Bowers. He was, a lot of people said he overacted, but to me his character's going to be freaking mad in the head, because in the original you don't see why he is like that. You just think, oh, he's a div, he's a dick, he's a bully. But in this one it shows you why he is gone in the head. And then he's got Pennywise talking in his ear as well, and he's just like, oh my god. And then yeah, there's a scene in there as well, actually there's two scenes in there where I was like, is he gonna do it? And it happened. I was like, that bit was in the book, and I was like, I'm glad I went that route with it. And all the people in the cinema were like, what's he doing? But yeah, Henry Bowers was a very good one. I did like the actor who played him, but the person who played Pennywise, man, I was not expecting him to be as good. I mean, I heard that he was in Hemlock Grove as a vampire. I never watched that. But the only thing, truthfully, that made me like him before I seen him as Pennywise is that he's part of an amazing, like, family of actors. His brother's in acting. There's another, I think it's his brother or cousin, I'm not too sure, Gustav Skarsgård, who plays Loki in Vikings. He is maybe one of my favourite actors after watching Vikings. And yeah, I just got drew into Pennywise the way he was. It was just like, this clown, he can draw kids in and then also scare the shit out of you. So yeah, if you haven't seen this film, if you've seen the original or read the book, I definitely recommend watching this, because this may be my favourite horror film I have ever seen, because I used to love the original. But after watching this one, I can actually say, when this comes out on DVD, I will watch the original again, but I'll be watching this new one about 20 times more than the original every single time, because it's just how good it is. And what I liked as well is how it was like a 2.5 hour film, so they had that time space to make you learn about Pennywise, each individual character, all the kids out at Losers Club, even Henry Bowers, what's going on in the freaking town. And then they've also got that little bit extra to show you the creatures and everything, and he just don't stop either. He thinks in the original he scares them and gives them a break. This clown don't stop. So obviously you're sitting there and like, oh, he's done that, they're gonna go home now and chill. No, that doesn't happen. He's like one. And you're like, Jesus Christ, these kids are gonna go crazy. But yeah, I cannot wait for part 2 to come out. I think we gotta wait 2019. I would not mind waiting 2 to 3 years just because how good they done this one. And I've heard as well that because this one, they said if this one done so good, this one's already broken records, that if they done so good, they'd try and do like the same thing with this, but with Pet Sematary. And if they done that, that would be amazing, because I loved Pet Sematary, and if they did that for today, if they done that the way they've done it, it'll be amazing in my opinion. Pet Sematary is maybe one of my favourite, obviously, old horror movies. The one that I hope they never touch, Misery, I wouldn't mind seeing like a reboot of that. What was that other one? The Shining. I don't ever want them to touch The Shining. I'd be so annoyed if they touch that, because Jack Nicholson played him to a T. And it's kind of weird as well, because Tim Curry wanted to play the main character in The Shining before Jack Nicholson, and it was like, Jesus. It was like, imagine what Tim Curry the clown would have been like in The Shining. Jesus. Think about that, it's actually pretty mad. But yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing the new Pet Sematary, but this film is amazing, guys. Definitely recommend watching it. I'm going to give it the first movie in my whole series, movie review series. The first, I think it is the first 10 out of 10 movie. I couldn't think anything wrong with this movie. So the whole storyline, I don't even want to talk about a little bit of storylines in these movies, just for potential spoilers, and don't want to ruin it for you guys, because I know if I'm only doing this to show my opinion of the film. I don't want to, I'm only showing you my opinion, I don't want to ruin the film for you. So I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I definitely recommend watching it if you ain't seen it. Even if you ain't seen the original, definitely watch the original. But in my opinion, it's going to be very rarely I'm going to watch the original if I have this one. I mean, I've even got like the pop vinyl original Pennywise, and I've already seen the new one. I'm like, that one already looks a bit loads cooler. Put that back down there. Don't look at me, Chucky. I'll kick you. But yeah, that's my rating for this film. That was my opinion of it. It was just absolutely, it was amazing, and I can't wait for part 2. Let me know, guys, what you thought of the movie in the comment section down below. If you are new to this channel and enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and that subscribe button. It will mean a lot, because we're trying to hit 800 subscribers before Christmas. Also, please don't forget to turn on that notification button so you get notified when I upload. There was this and Getting Out where I was talking about the episode that corrupted before, and tomorrow I think it's Resident Evil and Outlast again. And Thursday is short horror movie reaction. I found a channel now to watch them on. There's fucking hundreds of them. So, and what else on Thursday? Because it's not Weekend League Awards now, because that game's finished. I'll find something to do on Thursday, guys, over the Weekend League Awards now. Possibly a live stream or something. I'll let you guys know. Follow me on Twitter so you find out what I'll be doing on Thursday. But I'll be dominating Spud. I love you, Potato Man Army. Like always, don't forget to stay starchy.